With the Rockies currently sitting in last place, we definitely have some work to do. The Dodgers are way out in front with a 44-15 record. I don't think this season has reached anybody's expectations to this point, and last episode, Andrew Heaney tore his ACL and his season is over. We have signed veteran pitcher Michael Pineda to take his place, and boy do we need this move to work. We already find ourselves under 500 and struggling more than we expected, but hopefully Michael Pineda can join the team and bring some stability back to this rotation so we can still turn this season around. He will make his Rockies debut today. And we're also making another move with catcher Johnny Schaefer going down to AAA. I've given him around 50 games to be the starting catcher this season, and he still is having big issues hitting right-handed pitching. He's hitting 155 against righties and 294 against lefties. Until he gets better hitting righties, he's going to have to continue developing down at AAA. So Dom Nunez is the starting catcher today, and Michael Pineda is the starting pitcher. He's coming off some really good years as well with Minnesota. I don't know why he's a free agent, but I knew if something happened to one of our pitchers, he's the first pitcher I wanted to try and sign. We got it to work, and now he's here in Colorado, in Coors Field, making his Rockies debut against the Milwaukee Brewers. And his first pitch is outside to Malik Smith. That's a fastball in the mid-90s. Comes back with the changeup. Smith out in front. Really good pitch. And the 1-1 breaking ball in the air to center. And over a few steps, it's Brian Reynolds putting it away. The Brewers have an injury of their own they're battling through, with Christian Yelich on the IL with a broken shin. Omar Narvaez batting third, chases the changeup. Pineda with a 1-2-3 first inning. And in this matchup, we're up against Freddie Peralta, who's not pitching at his best so far this year, but he's got great stuff. Excellent strikeout pitcher. And Brandon Nimmo's going to beat the shift. It goes the other way into left. He thinks about second, but hits the brakes. Two batters later, here's Rafael Devers, and the average has come up to 220. Hopefully it's not done rising at this point. And a 3-2 count from Peralta. That misses outside. Two aboard for Colorado here in the first. They've had some fast starts in recent episodes. Now David Geronimo fouling off the fastball, and he's out in front of the slider. That's Peralta's go-to pitch here with two strikes. That gets him to tie France. A 2-2 count. Curveball outside, blocked by Narvaez. And the 3-2. Taken outside, and France will reach, and that will get us to Trey Turner with the bases loaded. We've had a lot of bases loaded situations lately. Turner hitting lefties much better than righties, but most of his power comes against right-handed pitchers. Peralta ahead 1-2, and he goes back to the slider again. Turner strikes out. The first is complete. Into the second inning, it's Rowdy Tellez leading off, and he takes the slider low. This count runs full, and that's a drive to deep right field. Nimmo looks up, and that one is gone. Way out to right. And Rowdy Tellez puts the Brewers on the board with his 6th of the season. Overall, Pineda isn't a pitcher who usually gives up a ton of power. He comes back to strike out Travis Shaw for the first out of the inning. And next, it's Corey Ray. Fouls off the fastball. Pineda gets ahead and comes back with the slider. He picks up a strikeout, 2 in a row after the home run. And that'll bring up the 7-hitter, Tyrone Taylor. Pineda just off the inside corner, and with a 3-2 count, misses inside. Colton Wong hits 8th. This one's just off the plate apparently. Now one low, getting away from Nunez, and Taylor moves up to second base. Again, falling behind, Pineda walks his second batter of the inning. That gets him to Freddie Peralta. And he's able to get the ground ball to Turner, who goes the long way to first base. So a home run, a couple of walks, not the best inning there for Michael Pineda. As we go bottom 2, Rockies trailing. And Nick Solak leads off the inning, drawing a 4-pitch walk. Now Pineda's got to get used to bunting again here in the National League, and it really wasn't his inning, was it? Later, it's Brandon Nimmo, 2-2. Takes the curveball. We have a full count once again. And that's off the plate. Another walk drawn by the Rockies, and they've gotten to Brian Reynolds. He drives it out to center field, sending Ray back, and he's under it to make the catch. 1-0 through 2. A lot of base runners so far, but just one run. Top 3, Malik Smith looks at strike 3. A fastball at the knees, and Pineda picks up his 4th strikeout. He's been averaging around 6 strikeouts per 9 innings in recent seasons, so a good start in that department. Bryce Terang, 3-2. He's down swinging. A fastball on the outside corner. Big Mike has 5 strikeouts on the day, and we'll go bottom 3. Peralta ahead of Geronimo. He's able to get in front of the slider, but lifts it to left. That'll bring up Ty France with 2 away. And it's driven a long way, deep left. He's waving this one fair. It's gone. Ty France with 15. Almost a career high for him in what's been his best season in his MLB career. What a surprise. We're all tied at 1 as we go into the 4th, and Rowdy Tellez gets after Pineda once again. It'll stay in the yard, but it rolls a long way to 415 in center field, and Tellez is in with the double. Corey Ray next. Pineda nails the corner. 2-strike count, and he's looking at strike 3. The control of Pineda is still really good. 2 down. And a slider on the outside corner. Pineda getting into his groove now. He hits the outside corner. 2 strikes on Tyrone Taylor. Got him looking! He's going to every corner! Strike 3, Pineda does it again. And we'll go bottom 4. Dom Nunez once again starting with a 2-0 count. Slow roller, it's knocked down. Nunez reaches, they give him a hit. 2 batters later, Brandon Nimmo. Deep drive right center field, and there's no doubt about this one. Into the bullpen. Rockies take the lead on a 459-foot blast. Brandon Nimmo continuing to work towards that batting title. He does it in style here in the 4th. We'll go top 5, and Michael Pineda has an easy 1-2-3 5th. I really liked his outing, and that was it for him. 2 hits allowed, a couple of walks, but I thought he pitched great. I loved his command. Both teams go into their bullpen now. Drew Rasmussen is in as Devers rips it into right center field. It's not cut off, and he will make his way up to second base. Next up, Geronimo. Got a breaking ball and bounces this one through the right side. Devers waved around, but now he's coming back. Probably the right call. Runners at the corners. Ty France. Driven deep to center field. Back goes Ray. Looking up, it's over his head and off the wall. Here comes Devers. Now Geronimo scrambling. The ball is thrown to first base. Rockies add 1, 2 more in scoring position, and nobody out. Another big hit for Ty France, and now Trey Turner. He's a bit late as he skies it into deep right field. And tagging up, David Geronimo on his way home. He scores. It's 5-1 Colorado. That's all as we go into the 6th. And I forgot, Pineda still in the game at this point. Pitch count wasn't too bad, and his command was so good, I wondered if he could go 1 more inning. But that's probably stretching it a bit too far as he gives up the base hit. But he can call it a day. It was a very good outing, and I will be very excited to pitch more games with him. We're going to Dallas Keuchel here because they had a bunch of lefties in a row. Already a runner at first base, and Narvaez lines it through the infield. 2 aboard for Milwaukee. Next up, Tellez working on his 2 for 2. Doesn't hit lefties quite as well as righties. And Dallas Keuchel strikes him out. First of the 6th. Now Travis Shaw's turn. As the slider misses inside, Keuchel falls behind and just can't find the strike zone. The bases are loaded. And now it's the 4th lefty in a row, Corey Ray, with a line drive past third base. 1 run scores. They wave around the 2nd. And Milwaukee cuts into this lead. It's 5-3. Dallas Keuchel stays in, but still cannot find the zone against Tyrone Taylor, walking him on 4 pitches. That's it for Dallas Keuchel. Scott Oberg in the game. Bases loaded. Grounded right back to him. He'll throw it to second. They do get 2, but maybe throw it home next time. Still an excellent 1-pitch outing for Scott Oberg. As we go bottom 6 off the bench, Brendan Rodgers. And watch out behind the dugout there on the first baseline. You'll see this every now and then on an early swing. But Rodgers needs a new bat, or maybe it's the same one. He really didn't need it, though. You don't need a bat to walk. He goes to first base. Next up, Brandon Nimmo. That's driven deep to left field. He goes the other way. It bangs high off the wall. Nimmo on his way to second. The Rockies have 2 in scoring position. And Milwaukee will want nothing to do here, walking Rafael Devers. This was 2 batters later. They'd rather face David Geronimo. Let's see if they pay for that decision. Geronimo fouls off the fastball, clocked at 97. 2-2. Got him jammed. Shallow right. It could fall in, but it doesn't. Bases loaded now, 2 away. Milwaukee trying to keep it close. And they've got to deal with maybe the hottest hitter in this Rockies lineup. Already a big home run earlier. And now a chance to do more damage. France 2 for 2. Hit hard down the line. This one is foul. 2 strikes to France. Now he's late. Hit hard again down the first base line. Let's try this again. That's a base hit in center field. France splits the difference. 1 run scores. Here comes Nimmo. 7-3 Colorado. France with his 3rd hit of the game. 2 aboard now for Trey Turner. And that's a drive to deep left center. That's out of reach, and the Rockies aren't finished. He almost went yard. Turner around second. Here comes France. Play at the plate. He is out. A little greedy on that one, but the lead increases. 8-3 Rockies. Whoa, what a swing there. Sir Anthony Dominguez has Malik Smith confused. 1-2. Got him with the fastball. He's way behind it. That's a dominant AB there for Sir Anthony Dominguez. Bryce Terang's going to chase outside. I feel like Dominguez has been one of our best pitchers to start the year. He's ahead of Terang. What an inning. Untouchable. Sir Anthony Dominguez pitching at his best here in the 7th. Jose Alvarado gets the 8th, and the Brewers continue to strike out. It was a 1-2-3 inning for Alvarado. We'll go bottom 8 here. This is Ty France. 3 for 3 on the day. He will not make it 4 for 4, popping out and giving the Brewers a rest. As we go into the 9th, and Ryan Castellani trying to put this game away. Ahead of Tyrone Taylor. Another fastball on the inside corner. 2 away. It's all up to Daniel Vogelbach coming off the bench, and he also falls behind. Oh my! Driven deep to right center. I don't know if that's ever gonna come down. The ball just explodes off his bat. So a 4-run game. And a ground ball to short. Trey Turner to first base, and that's a Rockies win. Ending this losing streak and getting a win in the first start with Michael Pineda. Great game all around. Pitchers picked up 13 strikeouts, and we had a great day on offense, and we weren't reliant just on the long ball. We had a couple home runs, but a bunch of doubles as well, and some good hitting with runners in scoring position. That's exactly what you want to see. I don't like being a one-dimensional offense because you know you're going to have your days where you can't go yard. But outside of a couple innings, I thought we played a really complete game. Pineda's stat line ends up with 5 innings, 7 strikeouts, the 2 runs allowed. Very happy with that. I wanted to go to AAA quick, and we'll have a full episode with them soon. But I specifically wanted to focus on Zach Veen for a couple of minutes because he's playing really well this year. Hitting over 300, looking like he's getting close to being ready for the show. But are the Rockies ready for him is the question. A drive out to right field. Zach Veen watching this one fly into the light pole, and he goes yard for the 8th time this season. Zach Veen is doing everything he needs to do to get a call up. The only issue is we have David Geronimo, Brian Reynolds, and Brandon Nimmo. And not a single one of those players, or Zach Veen, has the ability to play anything but the outfield, and we have no DH. So what do you do in that case when it looks like we have our starters set up for a few years? You'd hate to just trade him away because you can't find a starting spot for him, but you also don't want him just to play off the bench, or do you? I don't have as much experience here in the games making these decisions, so a lot of times here in the show I like to defer to the comments for some opinions. What do you do with Zach Veen in this case? I think with any other team, we'd probably just call him up and find a spot for him to play. But our outfielders are 3 of our best players, maybe 3 of our best 5 on offense. Now, his ratings could still use some work. He's only a 72 overall, so it doesn't hurt to wait a bit longer. And there's a reason why so many players don't make their debuts until they're in their mid-20s. So I'm not like in a hurry here, but it just feels like he's so close, but I don't have a solution ready yet. Coming off that win, by the way, against Milwaukee, that snapped a losing streak and helped us begin a new winning streak. Here's a 9-1 game against the Angels. No home runs needed. Dominant outing by Severino. That's our 4th win in a row. Then we're going to Miami for a little summer vacation in Florida. We're going to take 3 in a row there and get back to 500. How about that? A whole week of winning. This team needs some stretches like this if we're to be competitive, especially after our lackluster start. You got to get some wins together. We did that today. Michael Pineda had a great second start, so now we're 32-32, and we're staring at a home stretch coming up where we're going to face the Dodgers again. The next milestone for us this year is to make it to the All-Star break. Taylor Rogers is currently in line to make it, and in left field, we could see David Geronimo named a first-time All-Star. We also have a chance to see Brandon Nimmo go, and hey, he's hitting 350, just vote him in. So I hope the All-Star festivities are a bit more fun this year, and they'll really be fun if we can get into the home run derby. We need someone to be top 4, I believe, here in homers, or maybe it's just top 8 in the entire league. So Ty France and David Geronimo have some work to do, but we've talked about them a lot, and we could be talking about them a whole lot more if they can get invites to the All-Star game and or the home run derby. Overall, it's one of our most successful episodes of the season. The pitching, by the way, in that win streak, we barely allowed any runs. Things look as good as they have all year. Let's keep it up. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video today. Please leave a like if you did and subscribe to the channel. Colorado will be back soon as we continue year 4 in the Rockies franchise. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you next time.